Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's time for the European roundup. We've had a plenty of European fixtures coming our way this week with the round of 16 playoff taking place. We've got to start with that Tuesday night action, and where else to start apart from the big game, the big highlight game of this round of 16 action. City and Madrid playing each other, and you know what, it was action throughout, finishing 3-2. Haaland scoring twice in a big game. What is that? He's good in big games against Arsenal as well. I mean, they're losing these big games that he's scoring in, so maybe him not scoring was actually doing him well. God knows, but ayo, there we are. Haaland scoring twice, but it doesn't matter because Mbappe scored with a really dodgy goal. Mbappe scored, Brahim Diaz scored, then right at the end of the game, Bellingham scored. I want to speak on this because I did think Real Madrid were the better team. I thought they were the better team in the game. All right, I think their goals were crap. Right, I think Mbappe hitting his shin, terrible. I think Brahim Diaz getting the bounce back, terrible. I think Ederson getting chipped for Bellingham to run through, it's not good. They had better chances throughout the game they didn't take. All right, and I thought it might be a big slip up from Real Madrid, but no, they came through. They won at the Etihad, somewhere they've not won, somewhere they've always struggled to win, but they got the result they needed. They left the Etihad with a strong foot in the round of 16 and a strong foot towards knocking Man City out of the Champions League and leaving them with just the FA Cup to go for this year. But hopefully Plymouth do something against them for that. We hope for that. They noticed that at the end of the game when Bellingham scored, Stones went to grab him and then realised, oh, should I? And he hesitated, and obviously he scored. PSG and Brest played a French game, a fully French game. First time we're going to get that in like this early in the year in the Champions League. Between two nations, obviously. But yeah, PSG beating Brest 3-0, showing why they are the big boys in France. I feel like if Brest got someone else, like if Brest managed to get like I can't remember who else was in, but if they got the other team that they could have got in that little bracket there, Brest might have stood a chance. But PSG know how to dominate France. And Dembele showing why he is the most dominant player in France right now, scoring twice. Juventus PSV going exactly how I predicted it. It's like a read the future, people. 2-1 there with Perisic scoring for PSV, but then McKennie and Mangula scoring for Juventus, putting them in a nice position for the next round. But PSV, they're at home next. It could change. Like PSG, they're at home next with a 3-0 lead advantage, and so are Dortmund, who also won 3-0 thanks to Guirassy, Pascal Gross and Adeyemi, who now have a 3-0 advantage. I said Sporting and elite goals, but I thought Gyökeres might score some, but apparently not. So that's the Tuesday night games. Going to Wednesday night, where there was a dip. I think everyone's focused more on the Merseyside derby, but we're not here to talk about the Merseyside derby here. We're here to talk about Club Brugge versus Atalanta. What a game, mate. No, not what a game, but some very dodgy decisions. I saw Atalanta's manager just stormed off Gasperini. He's not wanting it. It was like ridiculous shout. And you know what? Fair play to him, because it was a ridiculous penalty to give away. And a 94th minute penalty, putting them 2-1 down. I mean, they've got the home leg next. Atalanta should beat Club Brugge at home. But this is the beauty of cup competitions, man. The shock's going to happen. Celtic losing 2-1 to Bayern Munich. I honestly thought Bayern Munich would walk over him. I thought it'd be a bigger gap here, but no. Feyenoord beating AC Milan thanks to a 1-0 win, and it was an early goal as well, and it was just a bland game. It was a bland night of football. Benfica won a couple of most exciting games. Benfica, after that action, I was at that Barcelona Benfica game, man. I said I enjoyed it, and the action was there, and Pavilda scoring again. He's had a really good Champions League run, but puts Benfica in a nice aggregate for next week's games. We'll wait and see how they go. Thursday night, however, we had some Europa League, and the Conference League is back. It's been back after a whole month away from it. We didn't have it in January, but we've got it now. We've got it again with the knockouts. We'll talk about that in a second. The Europa League, Fenerbahce taking a 3-0 lead. Jose Mourinho knowing how to get a result in Europe, knowing how to get through in Europe with a 3-0 win over Anderlecht. Ferencváros beating Plzeň. As I've said, they would beat Plzeň, but just 1-0. Sociedad just getting a result against Midtjylland. I thought it'd be closer, but Sociedad are one of the better teams in the competition right now. I just thought Midtjylland would make it a bit more difficult for him. Ajax having no difficulties beating Union Saint-Gilloise 2-0. AZ Alkmaar, though, shocking everyone with a 4-1 win against Galatasaray. It was just 2-1 at half time, and then they went, you know what, we're gonna mix the pot up here. Ayhan got sent off, and the things went downhill. AZ Alkmaar going into that second leg with a massive advantage to knock Galatasaray out of the Europa League. Sorry, the Europa League people. POAK and Steaua Bucharest. Steaua Bucharest win the game 2-1. I said Steaua Bucharest are the better team out of the two teams. Samatta scoring. Yeah, Samatta that used to play for Villa first. But yeah, 2-1 win. Steaua Bucharest going to that next leg with a nice advantage. Porto Roma drawing 1-1. Brian Cristante getting sent off towards the end of the game as well. I said that game would be 1-1, and I said the next game would be 2-2, and it would go to penalties, and that's, I'm sticking on the ground there. I'm staying on the ground. 20 in Bodo Glimt. 20 started the game off with a, I said 20 have got a very strong home crowd. I thought Bodo Glimt have a very strong just European form, and kind of shock a few teams. They almost did it. It finished 2-1 thanks to Ricky van Wolfswinkel. Remember that name? That was a throwback. 2-1, 95th minute. 95th minute he scored to get the winner there for 20. I still think Bodo Glimt will go through in that game. It's going to be more of a difficult one in not like the very north of Norway. It's a tough ground to go to. It is a tough ground to go to. In the Conference League anyway, Kelj drew 2-2 with Apoel. Apoel now have a good advantage. Shamrock going with a 1-0 win against Molde, thanks to Noon and Molde, who are a better team than Shamrock. Shamrock will be very happy to get a result like that. Molde, obviously, they've been in higher European competitions than this. TSC, I don't know who they are, playing against Jagodek. Białystok, I don't know who either of those are, but the second one won 3-1. Vikingur Reykjavik, the team from Iceland, actually beating Panathinaikos. That is crazy to me. That is actually crazy. It's the very small team from Iceland beating Panathinaikos, who they're not European giants, but you know them. People know them, and that's good enough. Real Betis winning 3-0. Anthony scoring in the Conference League. They're winning 3-0 against Ghent. Anthony's going to win the Conference League, mate. I'm telling you now. Borac Banja Luka. That's what's going to happen. I've envisioned it, right? Anthony's going to win the Conference League. Rashford's going to win the Champions League, and United are going to win the Europa League. Biased. Borac Banja Luka beating Olympia 1-0. Effect a 91st minute goal there. Late on. Copenhagen getting beat by Heidenheim. Copenhagen, there's been a fall this year. I don't know where the falls come from. I don't know where the falls come from. They need to cut it out. I think they're going to go out of Europe here. Heidenheim probably going to knock them out. And then Omonia Nicosia, the Cypriot team, against Paphos. I don't know where Paphos are from, I'll lie to you. Drawing 1-1 with Orsic scoring for Paphos. Willie Semedo, I don't know if I know who Willie Semedo is. But yeah, there's a lot to go. There's a lot still fight for in the Conference League. You don't know which way it's going to go, because I'm not going to lie to you, I don't have a lot of information on the teams. In Europa League, some of the teams aren't as good, but I have the information, and I kind of know what they're going to throw at us. And like I'm saying, Bodo Glimt, I love Bodo Glimt. The fan base is like a great fan base, and they're a club that got abused a lot in Europe. But we're not talking about this. We're just talking about how the teams did, and it's been an exciting week, but all that excitement was bowed into Tuesday. But next Wednesday is when the excitement's going to be again with the reverse fixtures of what was Tuesday games. But I mean, the whole week should be exciting. There's a lot to fight for this week. Let's get fighting for it. I'm excited to see what happens. That is going to be the end of the video, guys. If you've liked the video, please leave a like. That would be much appreciated. And if you want to see more, subscribe, because there is more on this channel every single day. Thank you for watching, guys, and hopefully I do catch you next time. Cheers.